Pairing the pandemic with the start of flu season was a frightening prospect earlier this year. And now that we're a couple months in, has the flu been as bad as many feared? David Schumann looks at the numbers.
Jenna Bednar is always busy at Setzer Pharmacy in Roseville, but one thing has been lacking recently.
We haven't been filling medication specifically to treat influenza yet, like Tamiflu, so maybe a couple scripts so far, but that's about it.
Minnesota Department of Health data backs up what Jen is seeing anecdotally. There have been 15 flu hospitalizations this season, and no one's died. Keeping in mind it's after the new year when flu problems usually spike, so far the numbers are lower than where they've been the last 5 flu seasons. Doctors have theories as to what's different about this one.
We're wearing masks and doing things that we would not normally do in a season, an influenza season, where we're not also having to deal with COVID.
COVID fears may also have led to more people getting their flu shots.
We ordered based on how much we gave last year, and I think we were probably done giving it in maybe end of October. So we definitely had a very busy immunization season.
Medical professionals say the relatively low numbers are not a reason to relax caution. They still recommend getting a flu vaccine if you haven't yet. It's not too late.
It's not a year where you want to take the chance that, gosh, my vaccine isn't necessary because I'm wearing a mask and washing my hands more. We don't know that that's the case. So I would encourage everyone to get their flu shot.
If we're not having patients going to the hospital for influenza, that will help save resources to treat patients with COVID.
The CDC says flu activity is unusually low everywhere in the country, but may increase in the coming months. A small study suggests we may be one step closer to having a universal vaccine for the flu. The Phase 1 trial evaluated the safety of the experimental vaccine in 65 people in the U.S. The scientists say it produced a strong immune response to a wide spectrum of flu strains and subtypes, and it lasted for at least 18 months. Significant stress in pregnant women can affect the brains of their fetuses. That's according to a study out today. The research looks at toxic levels of stress defined as interfering with day-to-day responsibilities. It shows such stress causes weaker connections between two brain areas tied to higher cognitive and executive functions. And it strengthens connections between brain areas tied to behavioral and emotional controls. Visa and MasterCard are investigating their financial ties to the website Pornhub after an alarming report. This comes after a New York Times column about Pornhub, which included videos of child abuse and sexual violence. The columnist wrote that videos of teenage girls who had been victims of assault and trafficking were found on the site and that the offenders were arrested, but Pornhub was not held responsible for profiting from the videos. Pornhub denied the allegations. American Express and PayPal already have policies against cards being used for adult digital content. Pizza lovers, you can add this to your holiday wish list. Pizza Hut's new triple treat box. 2 medium pizzas in the top and middle levels, and 5 breadsticks and 10 mini cinnamon rolls on the bottom level, and a partridge in a pear tree. Okay, there's no partridge, but everything else is there for just 21 bucks. It is the latest addition in pizza chains pushing new products and added perks as they compete to be the top choice during the pandemic. The city of brotherly love is buzzing as fans wonder who will start this weekend for the Eagles. Alex is in with the latest from the head coach. Next.